In this tutorial, you will learn to wind your elastic thread. You will need the tools you need is the elastic thread, a bobbin, that's overlocker bobbin, and that's the bobbin case, that's for overlocker, but you will have the ones for the normal sewing machines as well. But the concept or the idea is the same. So the first thing is you're going to wind your bobbin, and you're going to hand wind it. It must not be too tight or too loose, it must be just perfect. So you continue winding until you fill the bobbin up. You hand wind. It's better to hand wind than to use the sewing machine. It gives you a perfect or a very nice result, and also it doesn't spoil your sewing machine. So once you finish, you either cut it or you break it off with your hand. It's easy to break off. Then what you do next is you loosen the bobbin case where the cut is, and you see that extension there. That bit must be loosened. It's quite tight. You have to loosen it so that it caters for the elastic thread, and as you loosen it at the screw where the screw place is, it will open up. Don't make it too wide, don't make it too small, it should be just perfect. Now you will know when it is too wide. When you sew, when it doesn't gather, that means it's too wide, so you tighten it a little bit. So when you sew, the effect should be a gathering. It should start gathering, but when it doesn't gather, it means it's too loose. So you push it in and you place it into the bobbin case, and it should stay in nicely and perfectly. So when you sew, you should have this kind of result. All right, that's the result you should have. If it's too tight, it will be very, very small, or it will keep, the result will be tight. The fabric will look tight, and the thread will be really tight, so it pulls the fabric together. But if it's a bit loosened, it will be nice, loose and relaxed. So it's very important that you have the elastic thread, the correct bobbin and bobbin case, and the screwdriver always at hand. Buy a dedicated bobbin case that you will use only for your elastic thread, so you can loosen it up and leave it there all the time. Another thing is to increase your stitch length. If it's a 3, you increase it to 4. If you have 5, go all the way to 5. So this is an example of a industrial sewing machine. All right, you can also find the stitch length in the other machines as well. So once you finish, you return the stitch length back to its normal length, and that's for other domestic sewing machine. You also have your stitch length. You can also use that, and you increase it. All right, and in here it's 4. If it's 5, you go to 5. Okay, so that's the stitch length. Here is another example of where the stitch length is found. You also increase your stitch length. So when you finish, you return to your normal stitch length.